Look who we have today joining us.
Hey, y'all! Yeah.
Beyond the queen of Beyond the Gates herself.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's
my bad. Look, I meant to give you an introduction. I just kept hitting the button and bringing everybody up. I meant to
I was bopping to the intro.
I saw you bopping. Go get your Chelsea cat. I'm jealous that you have yours before I have mine.
Oh, yes. Look, let me run upstairs. I'm going to go get my Chelsea cat.
That's when we start. That was Monday's episode.
I need to put a shelf in the back so I can have it on this.
When you finish helping me set up my studio, I'm going to have a shelf in the back so I can put all my stuff up there.
I see. Look at you. Look. Great minds think alike. I'll be back.
Right. Hey, JB, what's up, boo?
Not much.
So Treese went to go get her Chelsea cat so we can all see Treese's Chelsea cat. And I'm jealous because she has hers before mine. But that's on me. I misunderstood, child. I
thought it was when I was saying, I'm like, I thought it was a pre-order.
It was a pre-order, but I missed the window.
Yeah.
So it's all good. I ain't tripping. Listen, I feel like they'll make those bags as long as people are buying them.
Did you catch what they said? Well, I mean, getting ahead of ourselves, but they said a spring collection.
I did see a spring collection. So I will have a Chelsea cat. Let's just put that out there. But let me just be honest, baby. My money has been earmarked for other things lately. And so when the pre-sale went up, I was like, oh, I wasn't thinking. I was like, oh, I'll get it next week. I'll get it, And then when I went, it didn't say pre-sale anymore. I missed the window. So they're on sale now. So when I get paid Friday, I'm going to go ahead and get mine. And if it's sold out, I'll just wait for the spring collection. But I feel like because they're actually going through a real person, like I feel like whoever this real person is, she would be smart to just keep making them.
Well, the woman
as long as people are buying them.
The manufacturer, that's the real person.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. Yeah. We'll talk about that. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Because this is a real person's company and not something they're just doing, I feel like she'll be smart to make it available as long as people are buying them.
Look, you see, I'm still treating it like it's a piece of gold. It's still in the box and everything.
I saw your unboxing video, but give us the unboxing.
You see. Look, I done did all the domestic tissue and the stuff.
I know, that's cool.
But now, yes.
That's a charcoal one.
That's the crazy part is I don't know why it comes across on camera like this camera, because it looks like the denim almost, but it's actually black. It's the charcoal gray one.
That's the one I want. Because remember I said I was going to get denim, but then when I saw that one, I was like, well, I have a denim purse. I actually have two denim purses.
But your shoes, you got the perfect shoes to match.
But I have a denim purse to match that though.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have a good black purse. Like whenever I need just a solid black purse, I'm like, I don't have one. I have a gray bag. But I don't have just like a good solid black bag. And every time I think about it, I'm like, I need to get me a black purse. So that would be perfect.
I mean, it's two-tone, so you would get the best of both worlds. You would have the black and the gray.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying for that one.
That one is it can be a crossbody too, right?
Yeah,
yes, it has a strap. So if you wanted to do the crossbody situation, which I was happy to hear because I ain't even gonna hold you. That's part of the reason why it's still in the box because I ain't found a reason to wear. I'm not gonna carry and tote it around. I'm just really can tell you, I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. I'm gonna leave a bag like that real quick if I have to tote it around like that. If it ain't attached to me, like on me, I'll lose it. So yeah.
Well, congratulations to all of those. Miss Kiki said she got hers yesterday. I'm jealous of you all, but congratulations. Oh, okay. I know I'll be doing an unboxing as soon as I get mine. Not Tracy said, not the bag lady doesn't.
Ooh, not Tracy calling you out like that.
But that's funny that I do have. Listen, I can't lie. I'm a bag lady. I love purses, but that's funny that I don't now. Have I in the past? Yes, but I don't currently have just like a simple black bag. I just don't.
You know what, Tracy? Give me a chance to go up in that room and get organized, and I bet you she got a black bag somewhere up there. I'll let you know. I'll come back and report, but I bet money Really B got a black bag up there. She just can't find it.
Oh, now she can't find it. I have like black and white. I should have done today. I have like black and other colors, but just a simple, and I guess that's not just a simple black bag either, I guess. Anyway.
That's what I should have done today. I should have came over your house and we could have organized.
Yeah, because I'm actually free today. Like I have nothing.
I ain't doing shit either. That's
funny. It's so funny how when you're thinking about how you don't have anything to do, and then you're sitting there like, there's got to be something. Like,
Right.
I've got to be forgetting something. I've got to be forgetting something. And I'm literally like, if it's something I'm supposed to be doing today, I'm just screwed because it's not on my calendar. And I honestly, off the top of my head, I know next weekend I'm going out of town. The weekend after that, I'm going out of town. But this weekend, I'm literally like,
right.
So yeah, you're right. We should have talked earlier this week, and we could have coordinated.
Look, don't get cute. I only live 20 minutes away. Don't get cute. I can find my way.
I actually thought about that yesterday. I was like, shoot. I said, I don't have nothing to do. And when you said you were available, I said, damn. I said, I could have just went over Teresa's house and she could have came over here and we could have done it together. But by that time, it was like after 11 o'clock last night. And I was like, child, But anyway, y'all, let's get into it. We're here to talk about Beyond the Gates. So how we feeling about this week's episodes of Beyond the Gates? Last week was sort of like dry for us. But how do we feel about this week? How we feeling?
This week was good.
Since Teresa went off camera, child, I'll start with you.
It was good until well, it was good because I didn't watch it live this week, so I didn't have to sit there at Derek and Ashley. I was able to fast forward right through them. So it was a good week for me.
Y'all are so funny.
And then also, even though I'm gonna sound like an ass, but I'm sick of this Donnell, Vanessa, and Joey storyline. It's like, oh God, it's getting on my nerves already. And we just met Donnell.
So I don't like Donnell either. I'm already over him, but we'll get to that. We'll get to Donnell. And why this is what I don't like. And I don't know if this was a casting thing. I don't know if we'll find out in the writing later on. Why we ain't meet the twins at the same time?
Well, they said Deanna said she didn't want to come back home. She wasn't ready to come.
I understand what the writers said, but
I don't like cast either. They probably haven't cast.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's the thing about it. They haven't cast
a biracial teenager or an early 20-year-old. Like it ain't. Or
so
even
do y'all think
they just light skin?
So you know what's so funny that you say that because one of my subs said, "Do you not see how Donnell really looks like? Really look at his face. He looks like Doug. Ignore the complexion. He really looks like Doug in the face." And I said, I don't see. I'm trying to see it, but I don't
see neither one of them in that. But I'm not even so much mad about that. I just feel like y'all been talking about the twins, and I understand what they told us as far as, oh, she's not ready. Like I get that, but we've been waiting to meet these twins for almost a year. Can we get them both at the same time? At least a conversation with them. I don't know.
I get what you're saying. They could have gave us a little preview and then they could have always recast it. I get what you're saying. They could have found some little, racially ambiguous person to play Deanna for the moment. And then when they really needed to cast her, they could have really, you know what I mean? We could have
got a FaceTime, something. I mean, again, their father died. And I know everybody deals with grief differently, but can we at least get a scene of Vanessa telling the kids?
Look, Amber said he looks like Doug to me too. Okay. So it's not just my homegirl. Okay.
China said, I see it. Listen, cool. Then the casting director did a good job.
Right.
Therese, how was this week for you?
So it started off a little rough. Because I was really angry. I was really passionate in the beginning of the week. I literally almost had to replace my TV. Because I was just really upset. You know what I'm saying? I was about, if this was real life, I would have made a phone call. I would have said, really B. I would have called some of my subs and I would say, let's ride on this. Because the way I felt about Eva and the way she channeled her.
Okay, got you. Okay,
I'm saying I was passionate. So it started off rough, but they made up for it, towards the end of the week. But it was real rough. It was real rough.
Okay, because girl, I was like, what were we that mad about? What were we that?
I knew she was mad about. I figured what she was mad about. You didn't have to say it because.
Listen, we definitely have a lot.
I was gonna say that's okay because that's Monday, Tuesday episode. So I'm gonna let y'all.
Well, let's start with let's get. I guess we already talked about the Chelsea cat of it all, but how did y'all feel about that? Those scenes with Allison calling in and all that bullshit. Like, how do we feel about? I'm listening, y'all. Y'all talk. I gotta go get my tea. I'm listening.
I need Eternal Affairs to look into this police department because the only person who's doing their job is Deputy Do Good. Because he gonna do good. But everybody else, I don't know what they doing. The fact that she was able to get the phone, and I've never seen a situation, and y'all can correct me, where they letting a person come out into the station and make a phone call like there's not
an interrogation room.
Or just even, don't they have like phone booths and stuff? Like we see jail calls where they call and they get a time and they got to pay for it and the J pay. And is that not a real thing?
I have no, that was just so random to me. I was like, wait a minute. Hi, wifey. And I'm so mad that Samantha didn't hang up the phone.
Right.
Bitch, hang the phone up.
I think she was in shock. Not Paw Patrol Jacob. That's actually really cute. He does remind me of Chase a little bit.
Hang the phone up on the bitch. Deny. Call. End call. Drop call.
Yeah, Corey said the police department have that one room. So I just found it. Yeah, it was just weird. And I was like, okay. But, you know, it was what it was. I'm happy that Chelsea didn't let it completely break her. Yeah. Don't do that to Samantha. She's not useless. She's just, ponytail.
I said the same thing when they had her sitting there chained to the desk while everybody came in and cussed her out. I was like, they don't have a holding cell. Like, why is she just chilling, sitting in the middle of the squad room? I'm sorry. Hello. And
got her prison braids in.
Oh, I was like, look at her looking like Cleo from Set It All. Go ahead.
Now, I will say this. I feel like Beyond the Gates does a really, really good job. Because, baby, remember when Nicole had that hair pulled back and didn't have no makeup? Well, light beat of makeup when she found out about her husband. Baby, Nicole looked like she just found out her husband had been cheating on her. She looked like she had been crying. And there have been a few times where a couple of them, they did a really good job of making the makeup look light enough that they didn't have a full face of makeup at an inappropriate time.
Oh, okay. Can I ask a question though?
Oh Lord, yeah.
I know I agree with you, but can we ask what's going on with Andre's wardrobe?
Baby, they always, but listen,
because I feel like they dress him like Jazz from the Fresh Prince.
But the same way they dress Haley and all them damn animal prints and shit. I don't know. I guess that's just the look. I guess.
But see, I like for Haley. I like that. That's her like staple, so I like it, right?
What is his
Andre last episode, Friday's episode, he was dressed like what they call like he was getting ready to go bowling,
but
he was a horse jockey.
He's been wearing those type of shirts
with pajamas.
Yeah, he been wearing those like bowling look, like those button up, Versace style button up. Like he been wearing those.
Okay. See, I'm starting to question, how did I ever see this man as attractive? Because right now he is not doing it for me. He's giving pick me energy, and I can't.
I think he's attractive.
I used to, but every time he started talking about Ashley and he lost it for me. I'm sorry.
It'd be Haley's outfits that I hate.
Oh, Haley's outfits are always horrible. Always.
That's why.
Oh, no. Xavier said he thinks Haley is the second best dressed. Well, we all know who's first. They never miss with Nicole. They never miss.
Baby, Nicole be giving it to them all the time. I love it. Baby Nicole, I love Nicole. I love them little pencil skirts with her little heels. Baby Nicole be giving it. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and all right. So we got the Chelsea cat of it all. And at the end, this will lead us into what Treese was throwing stuff at her TV about. At the end of the launch,
I'm sorry. Somebody said Derek is so cute. Caught me off guard.
Look at Ridley's face.
Okay.
Look, there's a lid for every pot.
Listen. Moving right along. At the end, Chelsea encourages Kat to go talk to Tomas. But she said, first of all, you've got to make peace with Eva, because as long as you and Eva are not in a good space, this is going to be the problem. And I love the fact that they explain, okay, because we got to rewind a little bit, but I love the fact that they gave us an explanation as to how she knew where to find Eva. Because had she just popped up at that apartment, I'd have been like, come on now. But I love the fact that she was like, no, she's moving into the apartment, da-da-da-da-da. So let's rewind a little bit to Leslie. Let's rewind before we go there. Leslie has come up with this idea that she's gonna move into Eva's room at the hotel.
Look at JB.
I can't with this woman. I can't with this lady.
Oh, but here's what I'm saying. But okay. Let me finish what I'm saying, and then But so she bought the apartment for Eva to move into their old apartment, and she's gonna move into the hotel until this monstrosity of a house that I don't know what the hell she's doing with this house gets finished. So my thing is this: out of all of the hotel rooms, but I guess her plan was to trick Ted into coming. But if Ted was really serious about avoiding you, that trick is only gonna work one time. But I'm gonna let y'all talk about it. Y'all go ahead.
This woman just ain't making no sense to me. Like, first of all, I'm gonna keep saying this every time I see her on my screen. How much money this bitch got? Like, where's this money coming from? Because now she buying caviar. I'm like,
and that's talking about she got a black card. That is not even how that works, man.
I said caviar. Do you know how? And I'm pretty sure she bought the most expensive caviar. But okay, you got money out the ass, Leslie. The thing is, it's like you're doing all this stuff. This man, yes, y'all slept together. He was drunk. That man wouldn't have touched you if he wasn't drunk.
Do y'all think that they really slept together? Because now I'm starting to question if that really happened. I really think maybe he might have been. I think that they kissed? Yes, we saw that. But for all we know, he might have been so drunk he couldn't even get it up, and she just was laid up next to him. Do you understand what I'm saying? And of course, you wake up, you don't remember what happened.
I hear what you're saying, and I agree. And it may come out later that they didn't actually have sex, and that's fine. But to me, that's a distinction with no difference. The fact that you keep letting that woman in.
I agree. But do y'all notice how he came in the room with her this time? When she said Eva's not here, like, and he slid right in the door, and I said, okay, so this is what you want. You keep saying that's not what you want, but that's what you keep doing.
And that's what I'm saying. Ted, sir, you act like you're enjoying this game.
He is. A small part of him is.
But now I understand why Leslie, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I mean, we all thought that Leslie was crazy, which she is. But now, I mean, I understand why Leslie was confused. Because hell, at this point, I'm fucking confused.
Right. There's a back and forth thing with Ted.
Like, do you want your family or do you not want your family? Do you want to make things right with Nicole or do you not want to make things right with Nicole?
I agree.
But Leslie got some competition coming too, though.
You talking about June?
Woo, boy. And so hold on, that just doesn't. I'll wait till we get there, but that don't make no sense to me. That don't make. I mean, granddaddy and my mom, whatever.
Well, we got auntie and nephew. I mean, and did you see Danny? I know we all over the place, but see Danny. Just when I was starting to forget about the whole nephew auntie of it all, you had to remind me and tell him. I always, liked you even when you were young. Now, if that had been a man saying that to a
that
woman,
would have been disgusting.
Yeah, I always liked you even when you were my young niece. I said, see, they should have gave her that line.
I agree.
How can Leslie move into a hotel room that Ted is paying for? He got right. She said, I already went down there and put my credit card on there, which technically you can do that. I mean, if Treese books a room for me, I can go put my own credit card in the room. Right. So, I mean, technically that can happen, but you would think that Ted would have been notified.
And Xavier, to answer your question, I absolutely have. And I know Brooke has married all of the damn Foresters, okay, at this point, all the men, okay, and probably had babies by them, and they let it fly. So I know that it happens. It's just, I think, can they treat us differently as Black folks? Even the fact that we can't get one stand-up man on this show outside of Deputy Do-Good is bothersome to me.
Don't forget about Jacob.
No, I said Deputy Do-Good. You can't forget about Deputy Do-Good because he gonna do good.
Yes.
Now, can we talk about?
I'm glad you say he looked like Chase though.
Yeah, he do. He give me a little Chase tease. So my only thing about this whole Leslie moving in, she was like, she presented it to Eva like, yeah, I'm trying to level you up and give you this, but look, you enjoyed my 3-hour live. I know, girl, I was so tired last night, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was worth it. We had a good time. But no, the only thing about Leslie, are you really helping her level up when you gave her the same crusty apartment that you was in? And no shade, but like, why wouldn't you just give her another hotel room? Because it's not like wherever they were staying was stainless steel appliances and, you know what I mean, wood floors. Like, it wasn't all that jazzy. So you actually upgraded yourself to downgrade her and then try to present it like it was an upgrade. Am I the only one that caught that?
I thought the same thing, because when the show first came on, y'all made it seem like they lived like hood adjacent. Like they wasn't in the hood, but they was hood adjacent. Right. So now all of a sudden, like they didn't even have an elevator, right? Or something with the elevator. Something with the elevator. You didn't do her any favors. Buy her a condo at a high rise if you was really trying to upgrade her. But you're right, girl. You didn't do her no favors.
Right. And of course, Eva's stupid enough to fall for it. And I even said that. I said that on Twitter. I said, watch what that happened at like 2:05. I said by 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Leslie gonna be moved in an apartment. Even though she clocked her intentions, knew exactly what her mother was doing, she still allowed her to do it. And that's why I said that's why we don't trust you.
And somehow she's going to still make it Ted's fault.
Right.
You did that to my mother. Well, you know my mother loves you. Well, you know my mother, girl.
Right, Xavier. A cognitive delay must be.
Well. So I guess that takes us. I was going to save the evil of it all, but let's go on and jump into it because we do have other things to talk about, child. So Eva gets Tomas to help her move, and child, I ain't even gonna prolong it. They get the flirt and they have sex. Mm-hmm. Before we even get to the second half,
we open her box. All right.
How do we feel about this? Because first, he was complaining about how Kat wasn't returning his calls and he didn't know what was going on and why Kat wasn't calling him. Yeah. How we feeling about it, y'all?
Oh, to me, Tomas is just the worst piece of trash that has ever walked this earth. Because it's one thing for you to cheat on me. It's literally, and the only thing I hate about soaps is that it's wash and repeat. And what I mean by that is it's literally mimicking Ted's behavior with Leslie when he was messing with her and all the pillow talk that he was doing about Nicole. And then we saw Leslie turn around and throw it in Nicole's face. And here we see Eva turn around and throw it. So to me, Tomas is absolutely trash.
I agree.
And then for Eva to be like, I can't believe I turned into my mother. Girl,
you didn't see that?
Right. It was, I mean, it was inevitable. I knew that Tomas and Eva were eventually going to sleep together. That was a definite. But it's the fact that y'all did it, and he sent her complaining about Kat, talking about, oh, Kat said I'm bad in bed. I'm like, why would you sleep with him if you sitting there telling you that his girlfriend is saying he's bad in bed?
Because she didn't believe it.
He's doing this to have a utility knife. If it's good for you, then he'd be like, oh, so yeah, it isn't me. It's just Kat. Like, girl. And then you threw it in.
And you know what's so funny? We talked about that last night too. She is really desperate because if you think about it, one, she always conveniently pops up at the right times, which Kat pointed out. She's everywhere all at the same time. Mm-hmm. Two, Tomas has never made any effort with her. At least with Kat, he's giving her flowers. He's trying to take her out to dinner. He actually is pursuing her as someone who, and he hasn't given Eva any of that. He's borrowing books from this bitch. Okay, he won't even buy a book. Like, it's y'all. Eva's lost. Eva's lost.
It's the reason why Tomas does it for Kat and not for Eva. Tomas is a social climber.
Right.
Tomas wants to climb the ladder with Bill, and I think he also wants to climb a ladder in the social setting as well. Eva clocked that. You can't give it to him. Kat can.
Right.
That's why he continues to go back and forth with Kat, because he is looking for something your broke ass, raggedy ass can't provide to him.
So, okay. So to piggyback off that, when in that scene, even though I can't stand, I am not saying I feel any type of empathy or sympathy for this hoe. Okay. But what I am going to say is in that moment, I know she felt it because technically her mama got the money. She's supposed to be Ted's daughter. So her daddy got the money. So what makes me so different than Kat?
Dupree.
Boom. And I hear what you're saying, but I was just like, I felt Eva in that moment where it was like, oh, because you can't dust me off and clean me up and mold me like you know what I mean? Basically.
Well, my thing is this, but let me say this. She convinced her. I have a little bit of a different take on it. Mm-hmm. Because when the man showed up to your house, he was talking about Kat. Mm-hmm. Like, we're not going to pretend like he didn't. He was talking about Kat and talking about Kat hasn't called me back and what's wrong and I don't know what's going on and Kat. You convinced yourself that whatever this connection, which I do think he likes her, don't get me wrong, but you convinced yourself that whatever this connection was that y'all had superseded what he was dealing with Kat. He's been very clear that Kat is his choice. When y'all was up in the hotel room a couple of weeks ago, he was very clear that Kat is his choice. When y'all was kissing on the bed and then he hid in the bathroom and he didn't let on anything then, he was letting you know who his choice was. Just because you convinced yourself that he didn't really mean it, I'm not saying Tomas isn't an ass because he is. However, in that moment, Tomas didn't make you any promises. Nope. Sex does not equal a commitment. And when y'all first started kissing, that's what you said. You were like, well, let's see who it is. I know, because that's how you started kissing him. You were like, I know how we can figure out if it's you. So you knew what it was. Yep. Just because you convinced yourself that it was something different. And don't get me wrong, I get it. You didn't even get to enjoy the afterglow. You didn't even get to cuddle a little bit. I get it, girl. I get it. But at the end of the day, that man didn't make you no promises.
And do you see how she asked him when they were laid up on the couch? And she was like, do you have anything that you want to ask me? And I think she absolutely thought that man was going to be like, will you be my girlfriend? And instead he was like, but where's the shower?
No, I think she thought he was going to be like, so was it good for you? What could I do better? I think she thought he wanted a tutorial.
See, now I think she was expecting more. That's why she was so heartbroken. And why not me? Why not me?
More. She absolutely was expecting more. But she also okay, so let's get to the scene where Eva shows up. She brings a Chelsea cat.
Cat? Cat.
I mean, Cat shows up. I'm sorry. First of all, why you ain't take that Chelsea cat bag? I'd have took the bag. But anyway, Cat is, and let's be clear, Cat wasn't sincere either. Cat was not really seriously interested in having no friendship with her. But
she wasn't, and I seen that argued a lot on Twitter this week. Oh, Kat was actually going to try. Kat was not. Her intentions were not.
She was not there to try
and real.
She was there to pacify Tomas and to pacify Chelsea and say, "See, look, I did." She was not interested because, again, if she was truly interested in building a relationship, she wouldn't have needed anybody to tell her to do it.
Right, and another thing is she let herself in that girl house. I'm sorry. She hit a Leslie, and so I was like, Kat,
get rid of her. She did try to get rid of her.
She did, but she let herself in that house because she was like, had her at the threshold, and she was like, I'm not doing this outside.
Sure did,
girl. You come up in somebody's house. I'm not saying it's right for you to hunch on your sister's man, but if you let yourself in your sister's house and find out that she's hunching on your man,
so. Of course, not Eva, Lord. Kat catches Tomas there coming out the shower, child, and they have a whole showdown. And Eva, girl, you played this all wrong.
She did.
Because you did exactly what Tomas has been angry with Kat about doing.
Mm-hmm.
You threw it in her face. Mm-hmm. You talked about her. Girl, you played that. If there was a chance of you and Tomas hooking up, you fucked it up.
And can I just say shout out to Amber Michelle, because I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but I said she's clearly been studying or watching Trisha Mann Gant film or like, you know, her scenes, because she got that to a T. Like almost even like the viciousness and vitriol that she was throwing at Cat, she got that down. Like
not
that's
just the new ponytail.
it's the new ponytail. Don't do that.
She was giving big pick me energy. When
Oh
she
yeah,
was
Amber did that.
Amber did that.
She did.
Yeah.
Even down to the back, even down to the end when she closed that door and slid
Sorry,
down that door. Crying.
Right.
Baby, she did that.
Yeah, that film
And Amber, you did that, girl.
Yes.
Did, but
and even when she was laughing at Kat, when, you know, her and Tomas was going back and forth and she was just sitting back there smiling, I said, oh my God, it was like, that's what was infuriating me the most about watching it. Because just, I seen her in the background, just the mannerisms and everything, just like Leslie. And I was like, see, I told y'all not to trust this dirty. Look, I'm telling you.
That big
listen, I stopped trying to defend her. Y'all know I was trying to give Eva the benefit of the doubt in the beginning, but y'all know I stopped trying to save her. I don't save her. She don't want to be saved. I stopped trying to save Eva.
I'm telling y'all to let Eva go because it was, like I said, she was giving pick me energy, telling Kat and Tom, you know, trying to make him feel good by talking shit to Kat. I'm like, girl, you realize this man played you. And then when Kat left, he was like, oh, you know, I don't want you to feel like I used you. And she was like, use me? I was like, exactly, Eva. He was, yes. Does Tomas like Eva? Yes. But does he like her to the magnitude that he likes Kat? No.
No. And to be fair, he has been clear.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he came into your apartment talking about that woman. Like.
Now, one thing I will say about Tomas, to the actor, I need your workout plan because your body's on point.
Tomas, yes.
Body is on point. I need your workout regimen, sir, because your body is on point.
What's so crazy is I can't even give him that because I just dislike him so much. Like that's I swear, like me and Princess was talking about that. I was like, Eva and Tomas are one of them characters that, like, if you were to see them out on the street for real, I wouldn't be able to separate the two.
Okay, now you would turn into Jada Pinkett Smith.
I would be able to separate the two.
You know what, Cajun, you bring up a valid point. I have to be fair. Cajun, his point is valid. Cajun said Kat has been insulting her for months, so Eva got her turn to verbally say what she needed and wanted to say about Kat. I'm gonna be honest, that's fair. Because Kat has been giving Eva the blues for months. Not saying it was undeserved, though. We're not gonna pretend like Eva didn't infiltrate the whole family. We're not gonna pretend like Kat was right all along. Mm-hmm. But to be fair, you're right. You're right. She did just kind of give Kat what Kat been giving her. You're right.
I agree. I can agree with that.
I would agree if Kat was wrong about anything that she said. But I guess I can't agree because Kat has not been wrong about anything that she has said about this girl.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can't argue that either.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If she was wrong about something, then I could be like, Kat, you really but she has been on the money every time. So I'm just like, nah, the truth hurts. Shit.
Okay, touche. Not let them hoes fight. Harold came in about let them hoes fight. So let's finish up this. And I mean, we definitely know that this is going to continue. But let's finish up this on the flips. And I'm going to come back to we'll come back to Ted in a second. But let me finish it up. So Kat goes back to the apartment and tells Chelsea. Now, listen, I'm going to be honest and say, baby, Chelsea is me and I am Chelsea. Because I've been like, girl, you ghosted that man. Like the last thing you told that man, you basically made that man feel like this relationship was over. And then you ghosted him. I'm not excusing him sleeping with your sister. Let's be clear. However, you have to take some accountability in him thinking the relationship was over. She was like, well, we had a fight. No, ma'am. He has been blowing your phone up and you have not returned his calls. And the last thing that happened was y'all had sex and you stormed out of the hotel room, basically telling him to kiss your ass. Like, again, sleeping with your sister, I'm not talking about that part. Mm-hmm. But you have to take some accountability for this man moving like he was single. Because
to Really B's point, and she is that friend, I could see her absolutely being like, but you've been telling me how y'all been hanging on by a thread these last couple months. Like, don't come up in here and what it was for me, Catherine, as Really B do, Catherine, as Chelsea said, this man cheated on you. Why do you want him? You can find somebody else. There is somebody else meant for you. But the fact that, let's just be real, you don't even really like him like that.
You don't
See,
want
that
to
was, everything that Chelsea said would have been me. I'd have been like, girl, you literally were just telling me that he can't get it down. And she talking about some sexes and everything. Girl, yes, it's a lie. Like,
it's a lie.
Girl.
And you done tried this, what, 3-4 times now?
Right.
And you're just not into him.
You're not.
And that's why every time you get a chance, no shade, it gives a little piece of Naomi tease. You find any other way to talk about Eva, Leslie, and everything else that's going on besides what's going on with y'all.
Yep. The thing is, Kat don't want to lose him to Eva. I'm like, girl, just let him go. Because when she was like, I love him, I'm like, why? How? Where?
You know, they said that in the previews that Isaiah that's coming on, Hawthorne, Jacob's brother, is supposed to meet Eva first. Oh. But then I guess he's supposed to be conflicted. So I feel like Kat's gonna go after him. Just Lord. To spite her.
Listen, I'm not doing this. We're not gonna do this for the next 20 years and do the Eva.
They doing a Hope Steffi, the Taylor Brooke dance. It's absolutely what it is.
Years. Absolutely, that's
not. Absolutely what it is.
Absolutely not. So question, and then we'll move on. How do y'all think Ted is going to respond? Because that's, listen. At the end of the day, Kat is the daughter he raised. I mean, how y'all feel like he gonna think about what Eva did?
Honestly, somebody pointed something out last night, and I think I said this before, but there's clearly some type of breakdown with Nicole and Ted and their children. Nicole is obviously a little bit better, but they're both kind of like, I feel like, disconnected from their kids. The way they be there for everybody else, but they seem to negate their children. Like Ted hasn't seen Martin since they ushered him out of that meeting with all the men. Have y'all noticed that? He doesn't realize that him and Smitty are separated. He doesn't know anything about what's going on with his son. And I can't remember the last time we seen him in a scene with Kat. So I don't know if Ted finding out really makes a difference.
Listen.
You know, Ted gonna try to play peacemaker with them too.
Ted bothers me all the way around. All the way around, Ted bothers me. Because, again, like I told y'all, I just don't think he fought hard enough for Nicole. And I just don't understand. I don't understand that you claim you love this woman so much, but I don't see no fight in you. And I haven't from the beginning.
He tried to give you forever, babe, after he smashed Leslie.
Child. We're gonna get to that, Nicole. We're gonna get powerful. We're gonna get to that, child. We're gonna get to Nicole and the business partner / best friend, child. But are we finished with the Eva, Ted, Nicole of it all for right now? Tomorrow.
They ain't got nothing else.
Any final thoughts on that? I was gonna say that till later, but child, y'all know we just let the conversation flow around here.
I ain't got nothing else on them.
Okay. Well, we might as well go ahead and then talk about that, child, since Powerful asked in the chat about Nicole and the business partner. So Nicole goes out on a date with the business partner while Ted is sitting at the bar crying into his cognac.
And him and Andre and this dynamic is just wild to me.
Child.
Ted needs some friends his age.
Well, his friend is dating his wife.
Well, look. But look, his other friend is unalive now. And the one friend is dating his wife.
His wife and one is kicking up daisies.
Right, and the other one just died. I mean, listen. I think that, again, just like with the Danny of it all, I just don't like I understand that it's a new show, so the casting might be a little limited as far as bringing a lot of new people in and stuff like that. But I just feel like, Nicole, you can't be mad at Danny for dating your quote-unquote nephew and you running around. I mean, it's not just Ted's friend. It's his fucking business partner.
Okay, don't get me fired up. Princess, you're about to get a little upset with me because I know you love Nicole, but I'm gonna be honest. Outside of the Carlton scenes, Nicole kind of bothered me this week. Like she took me back to old Nicole, high and mighty Nicole.
Yeah, she was doing
with her nose up in the air. And the only reason I say that is because yes, the things that she could have been saying could have been legitimate, but I don't like the way that she goes at Danny and tries to, and Danny's so unstable. And so we never see Danny do that to Nicole. We never see her talk about Nicole like that. She is always so supportive of her sister. And the fact that Nicole is always like, oh, well, Danny doing it. And Danny's not the only one with problems. Danny's not the only one going through something. Girl.
This is what I need.
If you didn't try to always act like you had it together, maybe somebody could be there for you. Don't get me started. I'm sorry.
No, you fine, babe. This is what I need when it comes to the Danny of it all. I need some flashbacks. Because, again, I think they want us to just assume that Danny has always been the wild child. But we need to know what Danny has done that's wild child-ish. I mean, we saw her bring the weapon to the wedding, but that was after y'all made her come. Y'all made her sit there on the front row and watch her husband marry her daughter's best friend who was sleeping with him under her roof. Like, I'm not saying I might have had a break too. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they want us to go down this road of Danny's always been the F up child.
Right.
But every time we've seen Danny go extra and be crazy, honestly, it's really just connected to Ted. So all we can tell, she had a great modeling career. She raised her children. Like, y'all want us to give us this, but I'm not getting wild child from Danny outside of Ted. I mean, outside of Bill.
Well, and then I guess they could say this whole her running to Vegas and marrying Andre is a part of.
Child, 5,000 people then went to Vegas and married somebody. Child, that ain't.
But Nicole,
just like now they want to bring up this whole drinking thing. When Danny was getting blackout drunk every night, nobody was giving a fuck.
That part.
That was what I was thinking.
Like now all of a sudden, y'all so worried about Danny and her drinking. Danny ain't been drinking like that in months. Like for a while, we talked about this. We thought they were really going to go down the road of Danny having to go to rehab and really making an issue out of it. But it seemed like she sort of kind of came out of it once she started, really fucking around with Andre and started her business and all of that. She kind of came out of that funk. Yeah. But now all of a sudden, y'all worried about. Go ahead, Trees, boo.
Oh, I'm sorry, JB. Let me just, because somebody pointed this out to me last night, and I'm a Danny. Like that's probably my number one on the show. I'm a Danny.
I can see that.
Because I feel like I embody. Like I'm about to say,
you are very Danny-like. Yes, I can.
And my whole thing about it is, I feel as somebody pointed out to me, Danny. Although I'm happy Andre was able to help her out and through her situation. We needed to see Danny get some healing. The fact that she came from that situation with Bill, had no type of therapy. They were together for 30-something years. And then she ran and jumped on her sister's nephew. And literally, he's pining for your daughter's best friend, just like your Naomi's best friend. I just feel like it's repeat situation. And the reason why it's repeat is because you didn't get the healing in between.
So that's what I'm going to say. I agree with you 100%. And if that was the attitude that Anita came with, I'd be with Anita 100%. If Anita had said, listen, Danny, we really feel like you and Andre is really you still trying to heal from Ted, I keep saying Ted, from Bill. Like, I would even go with that. If that's what the family was saying to Danny, I would 100% be like, you're right, because she hasn't, and we do need. We do need to see her heal away, because she's really just using Andre as a distraction.
Right.
Whenever and to be honest with you, and we'll get to that. I'm actually enjoying the cat and mouse of Danny and Bill right now. Like I'm actually enjoying it. But if that had been the attitude that Nicole and her mom had, I would even be like, well, they got a point. But this bullshit that they coming with, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't go down that road.
See, the problem with Nicole is she's very holier than thou. It's like she is perfect, and look at me, and then you got Danny the screw up. But like you said, really, we ain't really saw Danny be a screw up. The things that we saw Danny do
is directly connected.
It's a direct reflection of something that Bill has done. Her running to Vegas, marrying Andre. Bill and her were supposed to have dinner with the girls. He called it off because of his jealous ass wife. Then her going into his office and tearing up his office, that was because of the fucking wedding. Her doing up the wedding, that was because I'm at the wedding of my ex-husband and my daughter's best friend. So we ain't really just saw Danny.
And let's not forget, Danny had planned to not even be in town. Remember, she was going to Paris. She wasn't even going to be in town. She, in my opinion, had come up with a viable plan to say, I don't even want to be around any of this, and I'm going to remove myself. Y'all made her come.
Right.
So, like, Anita, I need y'all to understand how y'all have created situations. Y'all asked her to come. Well, made her come.
What's so convenient is Nicole forgets how she crashed out when she found out that they had lied to her for years about Martin.
Right.
And so, yeah, this holier than thou complex that she has, and she's above reproach, is I'm not a fan of. But I will say this: let's just be, if this was real life and this wasn't the soap, right? If this was real life, no, Danny running around. Even again, this is when Really B will be a good friend. She might let me run around and do one or two crazy things, but then she's gonna say, "No, this is not acceptable, and you need to go get help. You can't just run around and do what you want because you mad and you upset."
I would.
And Danny's almost 50-something years old. So to that point, yeah, we need to see a little bit of maturity because it's still inexcusable. Now, some of the stuff is because, like I said, she's forced into it. Everybody's human; they got emotions. But some stuff, it's like, yeah, girl, nah, you just need to go get some healing.
And Nicole, you of all people need to be taking Danny to the therapist. Like you need to be putting her in your car and dropping her off at somebody's doorstep. Like, hello.
Now, what I will say is I do kind of get where Anita's coming from, being worried about Danny's drinking, which, like you said, really, they should have been worried before, but I do get it. Like, Doug just died because he was quote unquote drunk driving. And then you have Danny who saying, I went to Vegas. This wouldn't have happened if we weren't blackout drunk. Yeah, I would get a little afraid because it's like, okay, he was blackout drunk and got behind the wheel of a car. You were blackout drunk. You didn't get behind the wheel of a car, but you did go to Vegas and get married. So yeah, I do get where Nita's coming from in that regard of being afraid of what's next for Danny. But again, Danny had been drinking months. We ain't really saw Danny drinking before now, but again, I do get where Anita's
not like that blackout drunk like she was doing before. I mean, we see her drinking, but not just like Anita was like, well, the bartender said that you guys have been sitting at the bar drinking for hours. What about all them other times that Danny was sitting at the bar getting drunk? Like, like again, I just feel like that conversation was a couple of months too late.
Yeah.
Well, like, Anita, Danny told her, like, I appreciate that Danny even said, she was like, you didn't even know how much I was drinking. Like, hello.
And that's another one that I feel like there's a disconnect in the relationship. Because the way she dotes on Nicole, but Danny is like, oh, it's her problem child, right? And
that's how they're trying to make it out. But again, y'all need to give us some flashbacks or something because I need to see some examples of Danny. Like, I know they talked about Danny dropping out of college, but hell, again, I don't think that makes her a wild child. She had an opportunity to be an international model, which it sounds like she was very successful at. So again, the things that they're telling us, I need to see some flashbacks of it. We need to see the Danny acting out. We need to see, like, I need to see it. Because
even still, why would that be warranted? Like, Anita was in the Articulettes. So I'm sure she had to go off and do some things and not pursue maybe a normal road to pursue her musical career. You get what I'm saying? So her being, I
agree. I'm with you.
I don't know. It's weird. To your point, we do need a little more background.
I don't remember Danny running away from home. I remember her dropping out of not going to college because she wanted to model. But they said, I mean, again, I might have missed it. I might have missed them saying she ran away from home, but I don't remember that part. I remember them saying she didn't go to college because she wanted to model and that they weren't happy about that. They wanted her to, of course, they wanted her to go to college, yada, yada, yada. But I could see if she was never successful, she was successful. And then she got married and she had kids and it sounded like she raised her kids.
Settled down, right, and was dealing with Bill's bullshit.
Right. It was Bill out there in them streets.
And from what Bill said, even though he was in the streets, they went to church every Sunday. They still showed up. They played, you know what I mean? They kept up with the Joneses is what I get. Because Anita knew he was cheating. You remember when Anita said something to her and she was like, no, Danny was like, that was some of the best times of our lives when I had his heart. And Anita was like, no, I remember that differently. We have two different recollections.
Everybody remember that differently, child.
Right. But that's because he was cheating on her. And I'm sure they saw that she was hurt and they knew he was cheating, but she kept dealing with it.
Powerful said they felt she ran away from home because she left to go model. Right. That's what I'm saying. So because she didn't do what y'all wanted her to do, because it doesn't sound like she wasn't successful. It sounded like she went out and she was still very successful in what she did. But I hear what y'all are saying. I mean, this was a affluent Black family. Even though Anita was in the arts, but she became, of course, she became this world-renowned entertainer. Dad was a senator, a civil rights leader. Sister is a doctor. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that there was probably a level of expectation that she did not meet. But again, fast forward, she's 50 years old with 2 grown daughters. One is an attorney. One is a successful model. I mean, like, I don't feel like she fucked up her life. So again, if y'all want us to go down this road with y'all and be like, yeah, Danny's a mess up, you got to give us, for me, I mean, I can't speak for y'all, but y'all got to give me more than that. And I get it that she ran off and she married Andre. Child, okay.
She grown.
Real grown.
And this whole thing about, now that's another thing I didn't like. Hold on, I'm about to come back to y'all now. Okay. This whole thing of everybody going to address Andre, I'm so happy Andre checked all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the one time I was here for Andre, because I was like, first of all, they are both good and they're grown. Mm-hmm. Second of all, what you're not going to do is come to him and interrogate him before you go to your own damn mama or your own damn daughter or sister. Okay. I thought that was insane. And so I applaud Andre for saying, like, look, y'all. Respectfully, get the fuck out of my face.
Okay, yes. Right. Respectfully. And I love the way that he checked them, because again, I also think that people forget that Andre's a grown ass man.
Mm-hmm. And even this money situation, y'all forget that this man got money. That's why he don't do nothing. That's why he always at the hospital chilling, because he ain't doing the documentary no more. So why he's always there?
I thought the documentary was finished. I thought they finished
right. So, but you notice every time we see Andre, he's either with Danny at the country club with Ted, or he's at that hospital.
I mean, I think we forget that that they were on Andre's charter jet to go to Vegas. That was Andre's jet.
Right.
Like, that was Andre's. I'm not saying he owns the plane, but he chartered it. So, like, he's got his own money. Hello. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, since we're talking about people that did that, I don't know how y'all felt about this, but baby, can I tell you, I was here for all of that Martin situation with Smitty. Baby, Martin did that. I'm sorry. Baby, I know we don't always, Martin gets on our nerves, but baby, Martin did that.
He did.
Martin, he cooked him his favorite dinner.
Can I tell y'all?
He had dinner with him, and baby, Smitty went in for the kiss, and he said,
Not too much, not too much.
And then what I love is, I love that he stood in it. He didn't just let Smitty say, no, baby, I love you. He was like, no, I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go. And he's like, are you coming back? I'm going to come back and see the kids. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
me and you?
But me and you, until you? He said, because I know where I want to be. He said, but what I'm not going to do is walk on eggshells in my own home. You're not going to make rooms unavailable to me. Woo! I'm going to walk around this house and I'm going to be able to go into any room I want to go into. No, he said, but Martin said, let me tell you, you might have done it once, but you won't do it twice. I was like, yes, Martin, yes. I was here for all of that.
I loved it. V. Spencer, that was more like a Uno reverse than a Uno out. But I absolutely enjoy it. And y'all know I was very hard. I was hard on Smitty at first because I didn't trust him. And then once I saw how Martin treated him, I said, oh, this is awful. But then when Smitty had the ball in his court, and this is why I always tell y'all, I don't play love games. I don't do this. And this is why. He had the ball in his court. Martin was willing to do whatever. And Smitty said, let me milk this cow. And he did it a little too long. And that's when Martin hit his Uno reverse and said, I'm out.
Yep.
And
I loved every minute of it.
And I'm with Martin. Listen, at the end of the day, Martin fucked up, right? I understand Smitty feeling the way he felt. But either you gonna forgive me and we're gonna be able to work through this, or we're not. And his thing was, listen, if you don't feel like you can forgive me, I'll have to live with that. But I'm not gonna live in this whole pattern anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. And I was like, yes.
That's what I wanted from Martin when they slept together, because I was like, Martin, you slept with him, and then he was like, okay, you can sleep on the couch. I'm not ready for this and all that kind of stuff. And Martin was giddy and elated. I'm like, Martin, you the fool for sleeping with him. The man has been telling you for weeks he still don't trust you, but you had that itch that you need to be scratched. And I get it, it happens. But in that moment when he turned you down, when you want to go for another round, that should have been a moment where you were like, okay, yes, Smitty, what's going on with us? Like, either we're gonna be in this together or we're not. Like, it's one of the two. It ain't we're not gonna be going like paddleball. We going back and forth where you play with my emotions. You get me riled up thinking we're good. We're about to get back in our relationship, and then you hit me with, no, I am ready for this. Which again, I understand. I understood Smitty being upset with Martin and not trusting Martin, but you led him on and you misled him. It's like you misled him intentionally. So it's equal fault on both of their parts. But like I said, I am glad that Martin did that.
So here's my thing. And this goes back to why I say I don't do the love games. Because if you actually, if Smitty really didn't want to be with Martin no more, if Smitty, he shouldn't have slept with him. But if he stood 10 toes down in that, it was like, nah, you can't come back, sleep on the couch, all that good stuff, I'd be like, cool, right? But the problem is, you tried to play it a little too long, and now you the one sliding down the wall like Eva after he leaves because you really wanted that man back. You really wanted him there. And that don't make no sense to do all that when you really want him back. I understand giving him, taking a little breather and giving him a little lesson, but you was trying to do too much, and he called your bluff.
He did.
Yeah. Not the bitchy white woman was jumping out of Smitty. All right, let me go to my list. Look, let me go to my list. Let's move on to the next conversation. Let me go to my list. All right, okay, let's just go ahead and get them. I have them first on my list because this is the people we don't care nothing about. Ashley and Derek.
Can I go first? I really want to go first.
Oh, God.
Okay, y'all. So the Ashley and Derek of it all, I called this when I said Derek thinks that it would be cute if he's going to play this out into the wedding day and then pop up and say surprise. Okay? And hey, you know what I'm saying? I can walk. And he's going to think Ashley thinks this is cute. I've been said it, and I loved when Derek reiterated what I said in my recap. Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to pop up and surprise Ashley.
Child, like this is some Harlequin romance novel. Child.
Somebody said it in the comments of our live last week that the only reason why Derek is doing this, and it was revealed in this week when he talked to, well, I think it was revealed because I was, like I said, I fast forwarded through that scene, so I don't really know. But I know there was one scene with him and Shanice that he was talking to. They were talking about the fact that Danny and Andre were married, and his face kind of lit up. Somebody in my comments last week said the only reason why Derek is not telling Ashley that he can walk is because he fears that if she knows he can walk, she'll go back to Andre.
Oh, absolutely. That's why he's doing it. Absolutely.
And then I think Shanice alluded to that when she said that, Andre is married to Danny. And he's like, oh, he is?
Right. Yeah, no, Derek is not fooling anybody. Like this whole Harlequin romance, no. You're afraid that she's going to leave you if she finds out because you're still worried about the Andre of it all. Which basically says to me that you already know that she's only there out of charity, but you're willing to take her however you can get her.
And that to me,
sad.
I was going to say, not only is it sad, but it gives me undertones of like Allison vibes.
and it's desperate as hell.
Like
Well,
if I
that's just
can't
like-
have you, nobody else can. So I'm willing to. Does he have Munchausen? Like, is he gonna start hurting himself just to like keep her attention? Like that's what he gives me.
well,
Like
that's
he
the
would,
same as
like he
Cat.
would, because I already told y'all. I still think he crashed out on purpose. I literally think he crashed out on purpose to grab her attention.
Well, it's the same thing with Cat. I mean, with Cat, when she was basically like, I know I don't really want Tomas, but I can't let her win. I can't let Eva get him. Like she only wants to hold on to him now because she doesn't want Eva to have him. That's so sad.
Right, B. Spencer.
The problem with Derek is the issue. It's not like you can walk, sir. You just got a little bit of feeling in your leg. That's all it is. It's not saying, "Oh, I can walk now." Just say, "Yeah, I got a little tingle in my leg," and I think Ash will be okay. It's a tingle, sir. Not that your ass can get up out that wheelchair and just go do a whole marathon.
So can I ask y'all a question? Because I didn't understand Friday's episode, right? Was he able to get it up when they was trying to, or maybe y'all didn't pay that much attention because my people told me they didn't care and they didn't watch it. Like, but
he just can't, he can't with no movement, he can't do anything. It's just
so she had to be on top.
He just has to be on top of him.
Oh, okay. Because I thought he was faking like there was no feeling, because then that would mean there was feeling in the rest of his legs. Does that make sense? If you're paralyzed from the waist down, I would imagine that doesn't work either. So I thought he was faking like he had no feeling because
I think it can get up. I just think he is feeling a way that he can't do anything to her.
She got to work.
Having to straddle him.
Okay. Because again, I didn't fully watch it myself.
I did, but I just didn't watch their scene.
I mean, I watched enough to get that much of it, but I didn't. I was like, let me get a little bit of this dialogue because yeah, I can't. Okay, well, let me see what's next on my list because again, we had to just get them out the way because we don't care. Let's do because I got Joey versus Randy, Joey and Bill, Joey and Vanessa, Joey and Son. So let's just do this whole thing. So first of all, Joey and Randy, that was horrible. That was just terrible. It didn't make any sense. And I don't understand what I feel like it's more to this whole thing. Like, because Randy, you've been back in town for a long time. While it was saying now after Doug is dead, he's talking about, I just don't want to end up like him. So you knew you could have ended up like him the whole time your ass was still sitting in the Orphe jeans.
At Orphe jeans, right.
Like,
that scene was so stupid to me from the jump. It's like, oh, I just want to end up like him, but I came back with $20,000. Sir, where the fuck did you get $20,000 from?
So a part of me, and I know this sounds crazy, right? And this is just me throwing my line out there. A part of me feels like I'm starting to question if this is a plot or a scheme that Doug set up to come to us with the bullshit. Right?
I'm starting to think.
I'm starting to believe Randy, Vanessa, all of them are in on it.
Yeah.
And it's a plot to take Joey down.
I do too.
Okay, so it's not just me because they told me I was crazy last night. They said no, Vanessa.
So
what I also will say is in my comments last week, remember when we were trying to figure out why the guy left the show? So somebody said he was sick. The actor who plays Doug is sick, so that's why he left the show. So I do believe that we may eventually see Doug at some point because again, remember, we ain't saw nobody. We're just hearing about this car. We're just hearing about this car going into the ravine. Now, I know that they did show Vanessa the rings, but that could be planted as well.
Right.
Correct. Just because the actor left the show don't mean the character left the show. And people come back and they be looking like totally different people. They either going to pretend like you don't know this, or they're going to write that into his storyline and maybe
I was going to say Ted went and fix his face. Yep.
Let me say this. I personally, last week, I was like, what I said last week was, well, it's always a possibility, but I think for right now, Doug is really gone. But after this week, I'm going to be honest, I'm not so sure that Doug isn't sitting somewhere. And like you said, that this wasn't a whole plot. I'm going to be honest. Now, I don't know who all is in on it. I don't know if Vanessa's in on it.
I don't think
I think Vanessa is too far in with Joey. I don't think he would have trusted Vanessa. but I could definitely see Randy, maybe. Because that whole Randy thing just made no fucking sense. And like you said, where Randy get $20,000 from?
Unless Haley paid him.
The only part, either Haley gave him that money or Doug gave him the money.
Wait till we get into the Haley. I ain't going.
Y'all, okay, let me say this. Can I say this? I know that we're living in the world of social media, right? I want us, and when I say us, I mean all of us, because myself included. I want us to not rely so heavily on what Beyond the Gates is putting on social media and what they're allowing their actors and actresses to put on social media. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to allow them to post stuff on social media that is going to fuck up a storyline. So I did see the video of Doug in his going away party on set. I believe that to be true, but that does not mean that they're not going to bring somebody else on. And somebody said, well, they made a video, said he's welcome back anytime. Sure, they did. Why would they say anything different? Anybody, when you leave a job, don't they always say, hey, welcome back anytime, as long as you leave in good graces and you leave under the right circumstances? That doesn't mean that they're not planning to bring Doug back. That doesn't mean that there isn't a storyline involving Doug. I don't want us to get so caught up in the actors. It's the same thing with the old Ted versus the new Ted. I don't want us to get so caught, because everybody keeps saying we need the old Ted back, as if Turtleneck Ted would have a different dialogue. He would still be reading the same lines. This is character. I agree. The actor doesn't make up his own dialogue. It would still be the same character.
Exactly.
So I want us to not get, because I
think when they say that, and this, I can only speak for me, but I do agree with everything that you're saying, Really B. I think when people say that, it's the delivery. Yes, you can have the same lines, but I think that's what people mean when they say
get that. But somebody earlier, when we were talking about Ted not fighting for Nicole, I want the old Ted back. It would be the same person not fighting for Nicole. It would be that's what I'm saying. But I agree that people just like the old Ted better in his delivery. I get that part. But I'm just saying, I don't want us, and again, myself included, because I follow them all on social media. I see a lot of the same stuff y'all see too. I just don't want us to get so caught up in this new world of social media, because like the old soaps didn't do all of this. Like the most we got was Soap Opera Digest. You know what I mean? We can follow these people
real time
on social media, but they're only putting out what they're allowing us to see.
Exactly.
So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, with the Doug thing, I mean, like I said earlier, Jason Morgan. How many times has Jason died on General Hospital? And they brought him back. Jason, at one point, we thought
Jason's still alive.
Yeah, Jason's still
alive. Yes, baby. Jason is very much alive. Girl, go sit down. Go sit down.
It's been a while since I watched GH. I know
clearly.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I thought because, like he said, Jason had came back a few times, so I'm surprised.
Jason came back,
and in all of those instances, the actor really left the show. He left the show.
He left because of COVID. He left because he went to Days of Our Lives. Then he left Days of Our Lives and he came back. But when he left for COVID, hell, even before that, he quit because he was done with acting at one point. And then they brought in Drew, who was supposed to be Jason, but it wasn't him. So yeah, it's a lot of things. So I mean, and like somebody said, Ted is a plastic surgeon. So I don't think Ted is in on it. I don't think Ted or Vanessa's in on this. I really think this is something that Randy and Doug, concocted. But then you got to factor in somehow Marcel. Like, where does Marcel play? Because Marcel was the one that was supposed to have done this, and we still ain't saw nobody. At least with Racist Kenny, they found Racist Kenny's body. No, we didn't see Racist Kenny's body, but they found Racist Kenny. We ain't saw nothing with Doug. This body was charred. So they could have threw any random body in the car from that damn casino and said that was Doug, and just took Doug's rings off, took Doug's wedding ring off, and put it on this person's finger, and had Doug's phone in that car. Like, there are so many things, and I like the fact that we don't have a body, because this leaves a storyline open for interpretation.
Right. And even if they don't plan to bring Doug back right now, like you said, it leaves it open for them to bring Doug back. If they choose to later on.
Because Joey now thinks he's won.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, he can't
Can
wait.
we talk
He
about
is so
the
giddy.
gaslightation of it all?
Oh, baby, he was gaslighting the hell out of them people.
No, with Donnell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was gaslighting the hell out of that little boy.
And then to offer him a drink.
Yeah, I was like, and again, Vanessa, girl, what?
I was like, oh my God. It was just so bad for so many reasons. And then I love when Donnell checked him and was like, I'm not your son. But you could
Baby, he was like, I'm not your son.
But you could see, and I tweeted about it, Joey was out here trying to be stepdaddy shark. Do. Okay.
Yeah, stepdaddy shark.
Okay.
It was just weird to me. It was weirdly weird to me when he said, well, I'll go get the bartender. What do you want to do to him? Sir, what?
Right.
Okay.
Like, this is, sir, I'm sorry, what?
So that was a dispute last night because I said that I think that the bartender was the bartender. He's always been the bartender. He just went into Joey's story, like he played along with his story for him and took the
I
rap.
think he really does work for Joey.
They were saying that he hired him just to do that. Like that's, and I was like, no guys, I think he works there on a regular basis.
I think he really does work
He
for
just
Joey.
he just did some side work, which is this for Joey. But I was like, I'm sure I've seen him in scenes before.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, we saw Doug put his watch on the table.
Right. But I guess they're saying like Joey hired him for that moment. Like the whole thing was set up.
I
like
don't think so.
And I was like, no, I felt like I saw that dealer at the casino before, even when Danny and Pamela went. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I've definitely seen his face before, but they told me, nah, girl, you seeing things.
Nah, I'm with you on that one. I think we've definitely seen him before. I think we have. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like we've seen him before.
Yeah, Princess said, yeah, that's the one to be at the poker table, right? But they told me I was crazy last night, Princess, and that he was just hired for the job, that one job, and I was like, no, he been there.
I feel like there are other reasons why they probably said you crazy.
Don't do that.
Love you, girl.
And so what are we going to talk about? Do y'all feel bad? Because can I just say shout out to Lauren because she acted her ass off last week. But this week I was like, you should feel guilty. That last phone call was everything.
It was.
That broke my heart when Doug was like, when he was pouring his heart out to her and then he heard Joey in the background. I was like, oh my God. And he was like, damn, the one person that could break my heart. I was like, damn.
Yeah, Vanessa should blame herself because, I mean, Doug asked you to end things with Joey and you still continue to sleep with him. And then he heard him in the background. Like, yeah, Vanessa, this is on you, sweetie pie. Now, I will say that Lauren is doing a great job. She's very convincing.
Yeah, she's very convincing. She's
doing a good job. She's
doing a very good job. But I actually, now I'm going to be honest. I know that we're going to give characters a chance, right? And I do like the fact that he's giving his mama the business and he's giving Joey the business because he's hurt. But if we talk about like acting and delivery, Donnell is like,
can I be honest? I think I fast forwarded through a lot of his shit.
Okay, thank you. I thought I'm not trying to be mean. I think that there may be some development that needs to happen, but I'm not saying he's bad. He's just not. Put it like this: he gave more than Tomas could give us ever. Yep. He gave more than Tomas could ever give us.
Tomas.
Look, Donnell's just as goofy as his damn daddy. Like So I like what his role is there to do, but as far as like the actor and delivering, it's one of those. Because one thing I can give is, although we may not like June's character, June is acting.
Oh, like, yeah, June don't be playing.
Yeah, June don't be playing. June be acting.
I will be honest, I wasn't like paying 100% because I watched the scenes, but I think I was just annoyed with this. I think I was more so annoyed with Joey and how Joey was coming off to really pay attention to Donnell's acting, because it was really Joey. I was like, damn, like you know you're the reason that boy's daddy is dead.
Right.
I mean, you doing all this in his face, gaslighting the hell out of him. And then when his mama come, she's like, oh, and he's like, how did you know I was here, mom? She's like, oh, Joey texted me. He was like, Joey texts you? How do you know Joey? How do you know Joey? Oh, he's my business partner. You know, we've done some.
And my thing is, sir, you don't know that this man is a whole thug. Because even if you didn't know he was a thug before you walked in there, you ain't figure out he was a thug when he was like, I'm gonna bring the bartender in here. What you want to do?
But everybody in the town knows he's a thug.
What you mean? What I want to do? What you mean? Like, what you talking about?
Like,
not Vanessa, come get your son, right? Right.
Like everybody in that town, everybody in the town knows that Joey's a thug. Everybody, well, you know what? Well, no, he got to be at least 21 for him to pour him a drink.
Cause baby, I'm a thug.
Look, I was gonna say, if Jacob keep messing around, him and Randy gonna end up at the crossroads with Doug, so he won't be lonely. So you know,
I think Jacob will be fine, but Randy, that one just, and then that's what threw me.
But I gotta give Randy his things.
He gave him his job back.
No, but I gotta give Randy his things because, like, the actual actor, I was teasing him, and I was like, "You're not gonna be on here long." Mm-hmm. And crazy, I had to give him his things, and I said, "You outlived Doug, so you know, I don't know how long you're gonna be here because I'm surprised." And now you got ties with Haley because I definitely thought you would have went before Doug,
baby. So listen, speaking of which, so let's finish up Joey. So we had, because I wrote on here Joey and Randy. We got that. Joey, Vanessa's son. What about Bill? Baby, Bill made a beeline to Joey's house. Mm-hmm. Bill was like, anything with that? I mean, I thought I mentioned it because it was a scene. I mean, anything with that?
Yeah, no, I think Bill ran his butt down there because he wanted to not feel any guilt about what he did. So, but like Joey told him, first of all, Joey was already getting tired of Doug. It was like a Randy situation. You're already plotting against me, so I got my eye on you. But then for my mans and them to come and tell me that you out here really trying to take me down, oh yeah, you gotta go. So nah, it wasn't you, bro. I was already looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And somebody said that Marcel ain't gonna make it to that boathouse down.
Not to Sheila. He ain't gonna make it to Sheila.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it.
He definitely ain't.
He told me he put his retirement papers in, and Joey was like, "I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you did that. You're not going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
If you retire, it's gonna be to your final resting place.
Okay, like I don't know who told you to do that. I didn't give you permission to retire. What the hell? What you talking about?
Yeah, he ain't gonna make that.
All right, so I think we're done with Joey, Vanessa, Doug. We done with that whole thing. All right. Let's get over here because I think, let me make sure. All right, before we get to, because I want to end with Danny and Bill and Haley. Can we talk about Naomi being pregnant? Do we care? And I mean, no disrespect, but do we care? Go ahead, Treese.
Like I said on Twitter, I love Naomi, right? But Naomi, I mean, she has her reasons and they're valid. And I thought it was good her going through them, and the two women that she respects the most, you know what I'm saying? She's seen them give up their careers for their children. So I get her line of thinking. However, I think a part of Naomi just doesn't want to have kids because then that means she would be less in other people's business. And that takes, you know what I'm saying? That it takes a lot for her and Jacob to be in everybody else's business. You know what I'm saying? And so that would take away from them having their own child because they would have to mind their own business.
Oh my God.
And worry about their own child. And that would be too difficult for her to do. So, and you got to remember, and shout out to Princess, she does have a child. Her name is June.
Oh God.
So I think that has a lot to do with it. And again, they want to do good and be in everybody else's business. So doing good for their own that's just too much for her to do. So that's my synopsis on Naomi.
Okay. So let me say this. I'm going to take this out of soap opera world for a second, and I'm going to just give y'all my opinion. As a woman who made up their mind very early on, they did not want children. It pisses me off when people try to convince me that I do.
Yeah.
It sounds like Naomi was very honest with Jacob when they were dating and when they got married.
Mhm.
And it sounds like Jacob was on board with them not having children.
Mhm.
Just because she popped up pregnant does not change how she feels. And I hate that instead of respecting her feelings and saying, because in my opinion, the better conversation should have been, are you mentally prepared to not have this child? Meaning you would have to have the procedure. Is that what you're mentally prepared to do? And if so, what does that look like? I understand that child is half his, but you agreed
right
that you were okay with us not having children. And he spent 20 damn minutes of Friday's episode convincing her of all the reasons why she wants to have children. I could see if she had never articulated that. I could see if they had never talked about that. But as a woman, I have had people tell me I'm selfish for not wanting to have children. Like, I have had these conversations, and it really pisses me off when somebody says, listen, this is what I want. We don't say that shit to men.
Right.
And it doesn't matter why she doesn't want to have children. She said she doesn't want children. And you knew that. And you were okay with that. And you married her knowing that. So I know that it's just a soap opera, y'all, but I'm just saying that scene pissed me off, because I was so we just going, and then he wouldn't stop until she was smiling, thinking about having a kid. So that's what happens when she gets to be, and I'm not making no excuses either, but when that baby gets to be 2 and she says, I want a divorce and you can raise this baby because I told you I didn't fucking want the baby.
Can I add on to this? I don't want to, if you got something to say, JB, you want to get yours off or?
Yeah, I go. So, I mean, I'm with you, really, because I was frustrated looking at him, like trying to tell her the reason why she should have the baby. And she's literally saying she doesn't want a baby. I'm like, dude, just stop. Like, can't you see your wife is busy?
At least give her a few days to sit in it.
Yeah, she was so uncomfortable. And I'm like, give her some time to marinate on this shit.
Hold on, y'all. If I go out, I'm coming right back. This stupid computer. It wasn't charging. So y'all keep going.
Okay, but yeah, like, let her marinate on this, and then that was getting on my nerves. But then also with, like you were saying, Trace, about them being in people's business, they ain't doing a good job of that, because she should have told June, hey June, so Theodore Richardson, yeah, that's my aunt's husband, your kid's grandfather,
right?
From that, like, so she ain't doing a good job of being in people's business. Not telling June that, girl, that it might not be wrong growth, in the words of Portia. Wrong growth. Like, girl, no.
So one thing that I said, I was actually surprised that so Naomi, they let us know. Naomi said she didn't want kids. I see a lot of people in the chat saying that they think Jacob lied. I don't think Jacob lied. I think what happened is that I think that you can say you don't want something until it happens to you, and then the idea hits you. And I think that this is going to be a pivotal moment in their marriage, because he probably was good without kids until he thought he was going to have one.
I agree. I don't think he lied. I think he thought he was okay with it. And let's be clear, I think that's what he thought too, was, okay, well, we said we didn't want kids, but now that you're pregnant, let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because he's like, yeah, we got to level up. We got to do this. Like, he's jumping into.
He ready to childproof the house.
Right.
She ain't even showing yet.
Right. Go ahead, JB.
So he was talking about what we need to do to the house. I was like, can we see the house? Because all we ever see is y'all's bedroom.
Your bedroom.
This apartment, is this an apartment? Like, what the hell is this? Because
I keep telling you, that's a studio somewhere in DC. They probably live in a nice, they probably got a gym in a building. They probably got a pool.
Right. They got looks like they got like a nice little 1-bedroom. Because he started talking about Fairmont Heights. I'm like, wait a minute. How y'all gonna go from this like 1-bedroom apartment to a gated community, sir?
But he already said, I know you don't. He said, I know you. Basically, he planned to go to her family, because he already said, I know you don't want to be in your family's pockets. So that lets me know that they're using that money for that apartment in DC, their money.
Mhm.
and they're not getting any help for the
Because that's
family.
probably what they can afford on. I mean, because I know she's an attorney, but I think people are under the misguided belief that all attorneys are rich. She has her
Right.
own practice. She only makes money if she's working. And I mean,
And
we've
she
seen her
keep
do with
taking
2
pro
cases.
bono
Like,
cases.
Pro bono
right,
cases.
right.
Look, Dominique said, I think they live in a hotel. So my thing with this situation is I feel like, one, I thought they would never do this only because I was like, are they really going to give us a Smortion storyline? And I didn't think we had ever seen that in daytime TV, but apparently my people let me know that this has
Erica
happened before.
Kane was the first.
They said
Kane
Erica Kane was one of the first
one to have
do
one
it.
on.
Erica's done it.
Erica Kane was the first person to do one on
All My
soap
Children.
operas, and B. Arthur was the first. I think she was the first person to do one on TV at all. On Mod.
And then
and somebody said Mod, and I didn't know what they was talking about. So at least
you never seen Mod?
No.
Oh, girl, that's my show. Mod is my show.
I've never seen Mod.
Did it on General Hospital.
Yeah.
So, but I said to my audience, we can't have that happen because your girl was right for months. And what's going to happen is Haley conveniently is going to fake another imaginary ghost baby. And she needs a baby to steal.
Yeah.
And I said this months ago, and y'all told me I was crazy. Y'all said, nah, ain't gonna happen. No, not y'all. I'm just saying the people told me I was reaching, right?
Yeah, JB said that last week.
But what's gonna happen? She gonna steal this lady baby. Mm-hmm. And what I think is, even if I'm thinking, if I was a writer, projected storyline wise, because Naomi didn't want it, but she had it anyway, then loses or kidnaps whatever, and then finds out that she has a child, even when she's reunited with the child, she's not going to be connected. Watch what I take. Watch what I take.
That's what I see happening. I think Haley is going to actually get pregnant, but something's going to happen in her pregnancy. Because she may go
kidnap. Yeah, I can
she may go to full term. Like, I mean, General Hospital has done this plenty of times before where they give birth in the rule.
Well, we got that shady gyno. So I think what's going to happen is Haley's doctor is going to be Naomi's doctor. That shady lady.
Yeah, like
because
they're gonna get birthed in some weird ass places, and one baby probably is gonna die, and another one's gonna be alive, and it's gonna be a switcheroo.
Yeah,
Haley's gonna have Naomi's baby, passing it off for maybe even 6 months. That is her and Bill's baby, which I would hate that because y'all just know how much I hate Haley.
Yep. I agree. I definitely think that that's what we're about to see. I think we're about to get a whole baby storyline. And unfortunately, because it's a soap opera, none of it's going to be new or original. But it'll be interesting to see it play out, I guess. Speaking of which, so let's go ahead and get into the.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that Bill, that what Haley's trying to do is going to grab Bill's attention like she thinks it is. Especially with Danny being married now. I think that he's still going to be so locked into what Danny's doing that her trying to have this baby and because this is why she's doing this, right? Is to grab his attention back because she feels like the only reason he's so into Danny is because they still got kids together.
Yeah, because she kind of said that. She was like, because she said that. She was like, I wanted to have this baby because, that's what you and Danny.
Because I'm jealous, basically.
Yeah. So let's get into this. So Danny and Bill of it all, child. Bill is in his feelings about Danny being married, child.
Mm-hmm.
And Haley is feeling it. Haley is like, listen, I ain't crazy and I ain't stupid. Things ain't been right ever since Chelsea got kidnapped. Something ain't right.
You don't even want to do the nasty no more. That's the whole reason you wanted me, and you ain't even interested in that no more.
He can't get it up.
He missed Danny.
Baby, Danny done got in his head, honey. I'm a mess right now. I can't eat, can't sleep.
I did like that they did the throwbacks to the beginning of the show when Danny went into his office and with that club.
Baby, that was funny to me.
And then when she shot up the wedding, I was like, "Oh, damn! That turned you on, didn't it, Bill?"
Well, we said that then. Remember, we
Right.
said that then that Bill loved that shit. Because let's be clear, Danny has always been Danny. Like, I'm sure that marriage was full of Danny-isms, right? So he knew what it was.
And then he was the one that kissed her, which I knew that was gonna happen. That
I love that moment. I was so here for that. Danny came out that thing skipping and smiling. She knew what it was.
Y'all know I still don't see it for Bill.
And I love when she said, "Oh, my new husband is helping me get over whatever." I said, "Yes, girl.
Yes.
Yes,
showing me things and making me feel things I ain't felt in years, honey."
Mm-hmm.
And not even that. I love the fact that she said, "I can be myself. I can be authentically who I am with him. I don't have to, you know what I mean, put on airs and all that other like I had to do with you."
I thought it was funny. He keep talking about how short Andre is. Yeah, he might be short, but you hear how giddy she is about him.
I was gonna say he might be short, but that might be long. That's all I'm
saying.
Clearly, it satisfies her, whatever it is.
Right.
She said that he's a man in every way that counts.
Baby, V. Spencer, I thought the same thing. I just knew that Bill was gonna say Danny's name, baby.
I did too. I thought I had to rewind it because when Haley was kissing on him, he said baby. I was like, wait, did he say baby? Haley?
Listen, I just knew he was gonna say Danny's name, child. But can we? But I want to see if y'all caught something that I caught. When Danny and Bill were arguing, Danny totally clocked all of Haley's tea when she said, you know that this was a setup from the beginning. You know that she contrived to get close to Naomi, to get close to me, to get close to you. Like, you know it, you just don't want to accept it. Right. I said, oh, wait a minute. I've been saying that from the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for the beginning. I said, oh, so Danny done finally, now she stopped short of saying she faked that pregnancy, but Danny still think that pregnancy was fake. I think.
And can we talk about why Naomi ain't, again, minding everybody else's business, why you ain't ran and told your daddy yet that Haley was faking this whole shit?
It's going to come out, and it's going to come out, and Bill's going to be hurt.
Yeah.
It's going to come out that she knew. Now, when it's going to come out, I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out what Haley's ulterior motive is. Like, we still don't know what her motive is, and I wonder if we can get into it.
Yeah, I feel like they're dragged, because I thought we would know a little bit more by now, especially after the whole miscarriage. And I think everybody agreed that her and Randy have some sort of a connection. We just don't know what the connection is. So I don't know.
I think her obsession, and only reason I say because I feel like a lot of these storylines, like I said, are wash and repeat. I feel like the connection might be Haley is just obsessed with Danny. And the reason that I say that is because right now I know they're working on, I think Leslie is supposed to now start trying to go after Carlton, which goes to show you that it's deeper than just Ted. She hates Nicole. Like, you know what I mean?
And she just met the woman.
Right. So I don't know. For some reason, it gives me that. And they had them not wanting to be friends. But I have a feeling that they're going to be doing the same thing. And she's just obsessed with Danny and this family, but more than anything, Danny. Don't be surprised if her and Bill fall out and she starts trying to throw her coochie at Andre.
I'm going to say this. I think but I'm going to be honest and say that I just think it's deeper than that. And maybe that's just me because it's a soap opera overthinking it. I just think it's deeper than she just don't like Danny. I think it's a whole Dupree thing. Because again, I just keep going back to when she couldn't get a reservation at the country club and her wanting to live in Fairmont Crest. And it was all about having that lifestyle. It was more about the lifestyle and less about Ted, as far as, at least in my opinion. I mean, I keep saying Ted. I mean, Bill. Yeah, I mean,
right. Nope, I hear what you're saying.
I don't know, but I'm with you guys on that. I will say this. In my opinion, I feel like I agree with what you guys are saying about the baby storyline. And what I feel like is by the time Haley actually has this baby, I think her and Bill are not going to be in a good place.
Ooh.
What?
No, I was just, that's interesting. I like that narrative. Okay.
Because we see the erosion of it. I mean, Bill was over her. Bill was sicker. I mean, and like he told her, he said, listen, I have done everything you asked me to do. as far as Danny is concerned, at this point, this is you. It's not her. You're causing the problems in our marriage. She's not.
Yeah. It's
And
her
he told her
insecurity.
that. He was like, you're the one doing this.
It's because Haley is insecure and she knows the way she got Bill is the way she
Exactly.
will lose him.
Yep. The way you get him is the way you lose him, my girl.
So that's what it is with Haley. Haley knows she doesn't have a firm grasp on Bill. Probably never did.
Right.
Because it seems like with Haley and Bill's relationship, it was, let's be real, it was a sexual relationship.
Yeah, it was lustful.
And they just got, and somehow feelings got
involved. Got her
involved.
hooks in them.
Mm-hmm. Because it don't sound like
it was definitely about sex. I mean,
it don't sound like he ever really pursued, like, courted you. Like, look at what he with Danny. He got married to Danny. I'm pretty sure they dated and all that kind of stuff. But with you, it literally just sounds like it was nothing. Because she's like, "This is my house too, Bill." Because he's like, "My house, the house that I got for you." Well, it is my house, Bill. I'm like,
and he also said the most expensive thing. So, like, again, it was a material possession. It wasn't even about building their new life together. It was, you wanted this house, I bought it. You wanted to live beyond the gates, I got it for you. Like, you wanted to go to the country club, I made it happen. And I think, like Danny said, Danny told him, Danny was like, you're getting sick of this.
Right. Now, Corey, I will say the foundation of Danny and Andre is sex, but those two know what that is. It's not like they are looking for anything in particular.
And I think they might actually really end up falling for each other through this.
That's why I set boundaries and guidelines in Friday's episode. Dan's like, you can talk to you can have sex with other people.
Right. She was like, just be upfront and be safe. Like, be upfront and be safe.
Can I just tell y'all, I would love for Ashley to find out about Derek, want to leave him, and Andre and Danny are so locked in that she has poop on her face twice. Because she should have just went ahead and married Derek's boring ass.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Xavier said, remember, they got married after 6 months. I'm sorry, DB's what it says. She got him, but doesn't know what it takes to keep him. There's no substance or chemistry outside of sex. I agree 100%.
That part. Even their conversations, when they show us conversations between them, if it's not about Danny and they don't, outside of her trying to sex him, we don't really, or her faking a baby, we don't really see much like dialogue between them. It's very empty, which you can tell, and probably because the maturity levels don't match.
Because I mean, she works in the office, but I mean, what y'all gonna talk about? I mean, outside of the cases that he's working on or whatever, like you said, when it's anything outside of that, what we talking about?
And even when we see her in the office, she ain't working, she's screwing Bill on his desk.
Child.
Or yelling at him about Danny.
Or talking to, what's her name? Caroline.
Which I can't stand their scenes. They aggravate the shit out of me.
But once again, she should be reminded that scene where she was looking up the marriage license for Bill. That should just remind you that, girl, at the end of the day, she's never going to choose you.
Right.
Because when you asked her, well, what's going on? This stupid charger. Because when you asked her, she was like, I don't know. He just asked me to pull it. Girl, she's never, this stupid charger.
I still think that Caroline slept with Bill. Ooh.
I hope not.
Because just this undying loyalty that she has to him, it gives me that they done hit. And it just seems like she's like, I sat through Danny. Like, she's literally giving, like, I'm just waiting for you to end so he can see me. Like, she gives me kind of pick-me tease as well, too.
I mean, she get pick-me tease in the sense of corporate, kind of like with Tomas. Like, I'm pretty sure that girl probably get a good check from Bill. With the way that they talk about how good of an attorney he is, I'm pretty sure Caroline makes good money, and she feels.
That's what I was gonna say. I think her paycheck just matched her loyalty. But it's definitely something that we can keep in our back pocket that might come up later on.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, trust and believe Danny don't know, because Danny would have been.
I was gonna say, because you notice we never see her, Caroline and Danny interact. And I may be wrong about that, but we've never seen a scene with them. And that just gives me a little bit tease, like, don't let me see you on the street, especially if I know my husband slept with you and you're still working for him. She's just always conveniently gone when Danny comes busting in Bill's office.
Mm.
But
I
I'm
don't know.
hoping I can
I don't
see.
put nothing past Bill, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping Caroline is just loyal to her check.
Loyal to her chick.
Okay. All right. Well, that was pretty much anything else that we missed. That's pretty much all my notes.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Anything we missed from this week? Anything
Nah.
y'all want to any other points that y'all want to bring up that we didn't cover?
Oh, okay. So can we talk about how are we gonna have June dating Granddaddy? How is this gonna work?
We gonna brush
I
past.
hope they just let that go. I
Me
hope
too.
I really hope they let that go.
Please.
Because that's the only thing for me is how we gonna have that's I just and I understand Danny, Andre, and we got a lot of but I just that's weird. That's weird. And I understand Ted got a thing for waitresses, but
No.
he has a
They
type.
need to go somewhere and figure his life out because
He's another one that needs healing.
Child. He need to go figure that thing out because his kids, like you said, he doesn't have the best relationship with.
You're muted.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. His relationship with Eve about to be screwed up, so he need to go figure his life out. I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta go get this other charger because this thing is not charging.
And as far as the previews, that soft little kiss that we got with Nicole and Carlton. I mean, I'm glad to see she moving on, but at this point, I need to see her get her back cracked.
She not. Nicole.
I need to see that for Nicole. We ain't never really got a Nicole Ted love scene. So can I get a Carlton Nicole love scene? Can I see him really crack her back? Like,
it ain't gonna happen until she officially goes. Nicole is too, like you called
demure.
We call Jacob do good. So is Nicole.
That's true.
Nicole
That's
is
very true.
She is a by the book person. So I don't see her doing any, because I mean, look at how upset she was with Ted when she found out he slept with Leslie, but you served him divorce papers.
Right. Look, Xavier said Nicole gets a little lazy laid, no lie.
Yeah.
Look, I said there's a reason why, and I'm not saying it's okay and I'm not excusing it, but there is a reason why Ted is captivated by Leslie. I don't know what she was doing, hanging from the ceiling fan, doing backflips. I don't know, but she was doing something that Nicole, and no offense, I can see Nicole not. She'll dress up. We know that. She'll role play real quick, just for the hell of it. So we know she was doing something that Nicole wasn't doing.
Exactly. Like, I mean, shit. Nicole gives very much, like I said, pillow princess, and I just, sorry, she gives a pillow princess. And Leslie, we know with her, she'll pull a Megan Thee Stallion, switch, she'll switch her wig up on him.
Okay.
Make him think he's sleeping with 3 different women in one night.
Right. Yeah. So,
but going back to, I'm the more you said it, and I think about it, I do kind of think maybe they didn't sleep together. Maybe he was just pissy.
Right. I think he was just pissy drunk, and he probably passed out and don't even remember.
It wouldn't shock me.
I wouldn't be surprised because he was lit. He had that McClellan and he was pouring some very full shots. Okay.
Yeah, he was gone.
But
then it goes to Leslie. It's like your delusions and where is your self-esteem at? Because I mean, I've had.
Well, that's why I said it'll be interesting for her to start targeting Carlton. If that's really going to play out, that'll be interesting to see, because it's like, well, damn, I thought your obsession was Ted and now he's free. And here you are going at, so again, it's about Nicole.
If they did sleep together, that's a crime. And Leslie can go to jail for that. What's a crime?
Because he wasn't coherent.
Listen. I understand the letter of the law, but baby, if we start putting people in jail for having drunk sex, I mean, I think all 3 of us on this panel could be in jail.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I understand your point.
What it is coercing him, like he wasn't coherent.
Now I agree because he did try to put her out and she wouldn't leave and then lock the
And
door.
then she locked the door. Yeah.
I agree with that. That I agree.
Yeah,
with.
that was
I agree
absolute
with.
by force. Yeah.
That I agree with. I agree with. All
So-
right, y'all. So we're gonna go around the room. Just so you know, I'm doing Bell Collective immediately after this. So matter of fact, this chat is gonna shoot you over to Bell Collective. We're gonna do last night's review of Bell Collective immediately after this. Trees, what else you got going on your channel, boo? If you
I
guys
got
are not
Beyond the Gates.
subscribed to Shade in the City and JB Says What, y'all make sure y'all get subscribed before we get off of here, please, and thank you.
Yes,
What
thank
you got
you,
going
thank
on over there,
you.
boo?
Got Beyond the Gates rest of the week, individual recaps to give. I gotta do Reasonable Doubt.
I saw you guys are doing Reasonable Doubt over there.
Yes.
And I told my people I changed my mind. I'm gonna do Reasonable Doubt now. I just gotta get caught up.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, if you ever want to pop over, you're more than welcome because it's good.
I gotta
girl.
get caught up. That's why I just dropped in. That's why I just dropped in and said hello and got out because I only watched the first episode.
Oh, when I tell you, and you know what I think I like about it? It's literally to me like being in a jury pool and like us going through all the evidence. And I told
so
you
many twists and turns, yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, okay, but could he have done it? Because so I really enjoyed that. I really did. So we're doing Reasonable Doubt tomorrow. Watch out for my Beyond the Gates recaps. We know we got Love at the Lockup. The finale came on last night, so I'll be giving y'all that probably Monday. And then we might give y'all a quick like sip and shade and just get up here and talk a little something. You know what I'm saying? Just get that off.
She's been trying to get me to do sip and shade for a long time, y'all, and it's been on me.
Cause you the hot topics queen. We just gonna piggyback off you and give you our thoughts and tussle with the people in the chat.
JB, what you got going on over there, boo?
So I've already
thank you, Xavier and Chef Don Don for dropping everybody.
Yes, thank you, Xavier.
So I've already done Bell Collective. That premiere was kind of heavily.
Listen, I'm about to lay them out. I'm about to lay production all the way out. But go ahead.
But yeah, so Bell Collective is up. Reasonable Doubt is up. So all I gotta do is I'm gonna do an individual review for Beyond the Gates. Expect that sometime today or probably tomorrow. Love at the Lockup. I gotta get off of here and watch that. From what I heard, the finale didn't give much.
I heard the same thing.
So
listen, I'm so far behind. I'm just gonna do one live and just recap the whole season because I'm like 5 episodes.
Honestly, you should do that because you didn't miss much.
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
Oh no,
I don't know where you left off.
That's why each week the only episode I really wanted to talk about was the episode where Brooke got beat up, but then I missed it. So we still gonna talk about Brooke getting her because Brooke really act like she won that fight.
She did.
And she's still acting like
it's getting worse because she really thinks she. Oh God, Brooke is the
Go
worst.
ahead.
So we got Love at the Lockup, and then y'all know tomorrow Potomac is back. So
Potomac is back.
Oh snap! Okay, a little Potomac. I forgot they were coming back.
So I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I don't want to go live with my people, so I'm gonna let Scotty T and Really Be them go first, and then
I was gonna say we all going live tomorrow, so it is what it is.
So we gonna go live for Potomac tomorrow. The live is already set up. I feel like I'm gonna have to go in on Kiarna, but it is what it is. And then y'all know Baddies. I want that show to go ahead and wrap.
It's still going on.
It is, and I'm tired of that shit. Like
exhausted, baby.
I told my people in my review that I did last week for Baddies, I said, y'all, after this season of Baddies, I will stick with it because it does. I mean, it gives me numbers and it helps me. But for the next season, which is USA, we are going live right after the episode premieres because I swear to God, I can't continue to sit here, watch the show, take the notes, then record a video, edit the video, and then up. I'm like, and then the fights be so stupid. I'm like, y'all are fighting over the dumbest stuff, and then y'all keep fighting over like y'all fighting. I'm like, y'all do realize your bodies are going to get old, and you're hurting your bodies. Like you don't give your time to yourself time to heal between fighting another girl. Like one girl been beat up so much this season, her face like her face was bruised up. Right, the girl fought her again. The same wounds got reopened again, and she started bleeding. I said, "That's dumb." But yeah, so Baddies is wrapping up eventually, and I can't wait for it to wrap up. So that's all I got.
Okay. Well, like JB said, we have Potomac tomorrow night. So y'all know I already have that schedule. And the mistake I kept making was I scheduled the lives, but I forgot to set the recording. So the reason why y'all didn't get Bell Collective last night is because my DVR didn't record it. And some channels will let me rewind, but OWN doesn't let me rewind. So I had to wait till 11 o'clock for the episode to come on again. And I was like, get it. And I was going to get up early and do it before Beyond the Gates, but I didn't. So, child, y'all going to get it now. Don, meet me up. Just meet me over there. You'll find out why I'm gonna give production.
It was a good episode, but it was like you can tell every single.
It was overly produced, and this has been my problem with Bell Collective. That some of this is reminding me of Love After Lockup. It's giving me Love After Lockup with the production.
That first thing with Latrice and Marie, that was so produced.
Baby, when I listen, wait till I get to that end with Marie and that party.
Oh, got that lackluster party.
Anyway, but we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
But it was a good episode. It was just you could tell the production was behind a lot of stuff with that.
Yeah, we definitely going. Yeah. So, of course, Potomac. I am gonna do Reasonable Doubt because I've decided. I did watch the first episode and I really did like it, and I wanted to talk about it, but I was trying to be in solidarity with the people and cancel my shit. So I found a way around it. We're not gonna talk about how. We're just gonna accept the fact that I did. Okay. So we are going to do Reasonable Doubt. I actually am in the house today. So outside of me washing clothes and I'm about to cook. After I do Bell Collective, I'm going to start on my dinner. If I can sit down and finish up Love After Lockup, then tonight I might just do one live and just do all the Love After Lockup and get that shit out the way.
What you making for dinner, really big?
I'm just doing some cabbage and some sausage. I love my cabbage. So I got a whole head of cabbage in there. I'm going to cook. So that's going to be my dinner, child.
I made some shrimp and grits last night.
I
say shrimp and polenta because I don't eat grits. So I did polenta. But still, same thing. It's cornmeal.
She doesn't eat grass. She doesn't eat grass.
I got to do Miami.
The first part. Have you watched it though?
I have not. I saw a clip of it.
I'm sure you saw the clip that's going around.
I saw two clips. I saw a clip of them trying to quote unquote clock Gertie, but they actually clocked Julia instead. That production has cut.
No, they got Gertie.
I know they got Gertie, but they actually showed some stuff with Julia being all.
Oh yeah.
And then the whole thing of Adriana and Julia sleeping together in the Hamptons. Bitch, you a married woman. And it looks bad on you.
She said her and Martina were not in a good place at the time.
But it still looks bad on you because then that goes to the narrative like you slept with the girl, but then you ghost her for Alexia and Marisol? Girl, get the fuck out of here. Julia, let this be Julia's last season production.
Well, when you get and maybe we can just do one final, like do a panel to just wrap up after all 3 episodes. I mean, if y'all want to try to do one in between, we can. Yeah, it's just so hard with it being on Thursday night. It's just really hard.
We can since I said in the chat we can do it. We can do it this Thursday. I just gotta watch the finale and part 1 of the reunion.
Oh, and I still owe y'all. Oh shit, I still owe y'all Houston. All right, y'all. We're gonna get caught up this weekend because again, I'm home this weekend, and unless somebody call, and I don't have no money, so I ain't going out. If somebody if somebody call and say, "Hey, girl, let's go to dinner," I'm gonna be like, "Not this weekend." Right. So that's
maybe I'll come over tomorrow. We watch some football. Maybe I come over, or maybe vice versa. You come over here.
And look, I'm always down for some football, child.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm on really be trying to be good and be on a budget. Okay, I'm really trying to.
Oh, Willie B. When we get off here, we got to talk. I found out Virgin goes to Greece.
Oh, I knew that.
I didn't know that, and we'll talk about it off camera. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking is the birthday vibe.
Oh, okay. Not miss. I don't want to get on a cruise ship, but I'm down for I'm always down for a cruise shit. You ain't got to tell me twice.
We'll talk about it offline. I said,
all right, girl, we'll talk about it.
I was thinking Norwegian, and they was like, Norwegian is not a turn up. Like you gonna get over there and you going.
I didn't enjoy Norwegian. I've been on Norwegian. I've been on Carnival. I've been on Royal Caribbean. I'm going on Virgin in May, but out of the 3 that I've been on,
damn. It's around the same time. I'm be trying to go in May.
Oh shit! I forgot that is your birthday.
No, mine is in March, but I'm doing the cruise. Nobody wants to go to the beach in Greece. It's gonna be cold in March.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, I'm gonna. I have my own cruises in February, so
I might be able to make that now.
Yeah, Get on the ship with us, nigga.
That's I might that
Listen,
let that be
all
my
right.
first,
Let me do my
one.
bell. Let me do my bell collective, and I'll give you a call.
All right, sounds good.
The reason why I say that is since you are sort of iffy with cruising, it's only a 3-day cruise, and it's with us. So you're gonna
yeah, I'll know people,
right? You'll know people because Abby's going, El Teddy's going, Cajun's going. Listen, we gonna have a good time.
I feel like this is a trip where I'm gonna have to pack some Depends because between you and Abby, and like I'm going to piss my pants laughing. Like I already know that's happening.
Baby, listen, you need to go on and call. Like they still got room. The ship is not sold out, girl.
Okay, no, seriously, let me know. Let's talk about it. Like when you get done.
Right, let me do my bell collective, and I'm gonna call you then.
All right, cool.
All right, wait a minute. Is Jamel gonna be home tomorrow? Because we got to talk about some stocks.
Yes, he is gonna be home tomorrow.
I'm just joking about the stocks.
No, but then he usually stays home on football Sunday, so yeah, he'll be home.
I might come over there since we don't have like Ready to Love and stuff in the morning. I might come over there to watch some football.
Okay, cool. Let me know. If not, I might run out and get some crab legs. Not crabs, crab legs.
Oh, I heard the difference.
Okay. I know you're a Marylander, and I'm not about to spend time cracking.
When it's not crab season, I'm cool with crab legs.
Okay.
During crab season, though, I don't want no crab legs. I want crabs. But it's not crab season right now. So, because what people don't realize is you can go buy crabs right now, but they're not Maryland crabs that you're buying.
Well, that's okay. Well, so if you confirm, let me know by the end of the night. I'll go run and get some crabs from the store.
What time because what time do we play tomorrow? Because we might be playing at 4. Because we're playing on the West Coast.
Whenever you want to come, boo.
We're playing in California.
You can come at 1, you can come at 4.
No. I'm saying what time does because we might be able to catch both games.
See, and we just be watching Red Zone, girl.
Okay.
But I mean, if you have a game like you want to watch,
I gotta leave at 4. I can't do Red Zone.
You know what? I can't with you. We play at 1 tomorrow.
Why are we talking like we're not live, girl? I'm gonna call you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'll call you. Yeah, this is how me and Trees be talking. Anyway.
We really do. My bad, y'all.
Let me go get into these Bell Collective girls, and I'll call you when I'm done with Bell Collective. Though.
All right, sound good.
All right, bye, JB.
Bye, JB. Bye, chat. Thank y'all.
Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for being here.